Anthony, first day?
Yes, sir.
Anthony, give us a quick rundown. Tell us about yourself real quick.
Oh, graduated from Waller, been in the performance industry for quite some time. Been doing it since '09 for a profession. And it wasn't until I started working on Corvettes that I actually liked working on Corvettes. Everybody thinks that they're so hard, but they're actually not. It's actually fairly easy. Just like the other platforms on the Mustangs and Mopars. Once you get into it and you learn a few things, it's not as difficult as what everybody thinks. And that's what I do. All about performance and doing it right.
What are you working on today? What's your first project?
My first project is 2016-17 C7 Z06. It's getting, I believe, their 850 package with CNC heads. So we'll get her stripped down and get it all prepped and ready and start putting the good stuff in it.
Dope. Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Alright, so Anthony just finished up Luke's 2016 C7 Z06. Car came in, we'd already done AFE cold air and headers on it. It's probably been a year or two ago. He's been enjoying it. Obviously, like any other car guy, wants more horsepower. Brought it back. Anthony just finished doing our complete heads and cam package on it. I just loaded a startup file in it now, so Anthony's first build here. Let's see if it starts and has oil pressure.
Yeah, we're gonna find out if he hired a slouch or an ace. It looks pretty, but is it gonna run? Is it gonna run or is it gonna blow up? How it's alive? Primo.
How long do we wait till it blows up?
If he was going to do that, it would happen in the first 10 seconds.
So we're good?
We're awesome.
That looks good already.
Appreciate it.
So what all did you use on it?
So all of this comes from Adams. I have their Swirl Killer Pro with their compound and polish. So I use the compound with the microfiber cutting pad, and then the polish with the white foam pad, and now I'm about to use their paint coating and coat the headlights.
Yo guys, on the channel we got Luke.
What's up?
What's up, dude? Your car's back?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
You loving it?
I love it, yeah.
Dude, let's go for a ride.
You got it. Yes, sir.
Bro, thanks for taking time to meet us. You've known Steven for a while, yeah?
Yeah, at least 10 years, you know, and very good rapport with him and all of his work that he's done. At the time when I first met him, I had a C6 Z06.
What's that?
Oh, it was a red one.
Nice.
And we did a basic cam job and heads on it. You know, of course, one thing leads to another, and you add this, you add that. Had pretty fun with the car. That car was probably about 7-8 years ago. Yeah.
And this car you've had how long?
Oh, about 6 months now.
You've only had this for 6 months.
6 months. Yeah, I miss driving a standard. Obviously, they don't, put standards in the new C8s. And I wanted to get some work done, so got with Steven, went over all the different packages and options, and yeah, everything we talked about, he made a reality of it. And it's quality work, great power, and I feel comfortable driving the car and no issues. I was coming up on wanting to go with a bigger job with my previous Corvette, and I won't name the shop, but was misled, spent a lot of money, at least 30 grand on a new motor, and every part that was in that motor was misrepresented, lesser quality, so to speak. That led to a poor experience with the car, big lawsuit, and it just killed my overall experience with the car, and I was very hesitant on doing aftermarket work or just dealing with any shops. Over the years, I got a craving for a Corvette again, and Steven knows my whole experience with the previous shops. And
You can name the other shop, we won't.
oh, sure. And he made me feel comfortable. I got to know my mechanic personally, and the job that I got done with my car, they knock these things out every day on cars all over the nation. So I knew, this was a shop to go with. If it cost me more money to do it, I want it done right the first time. And not to mention, I could have chose a shop that was much cheaper, but I would have had to question their work. I wouldn't have felt comfortable with their work. I could have went to another big name shop who would have charged me more and probably would have gave me less. So just all across the board, from quality, what I'm paying, the time the job was done, the whole process, it made me feel comfortable with what I'm getting, and I just love enjoying my car now compared to in the past, falling in love with a car, doing all the work you want to do, and then learning to hate it when things go wrong, not as planned. Well, I knew a lot about the car already, so I took my time shopping for it, and when it comes to Corvettes, I know exactly how I want them done. I want the cam, I want the exhaust, I want the power. I'm making my car more personable for me. And I think within a week, I was already in Steven's shop talking about plans with it, because I wanted everything right from the get-go. Everything that went wrong with my previous car, I wanted to do correctly the first time, and that's why I chose Steven's shop.
Straight up, yeah.
Yeah.
What was like the consultation process like, or if there was any of that?
So it was real easy. I just called just to see, when the availabilities were. I got in there, got to talk to Steven a little bit, catching up with things, and he gave me great advice of what he recommended based on what I wanted. And even when the car was done, he gave me special tips on how to drive it for longevity, what to do to take care of it, things that other shops would not pay attention to. And that's why I would go there and pay the difference, because you want to enjoy the things that you do, but you want longevity with your car too.
So you've driven it?
Oh yeah.
And how's it driving?
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's not only is it fun to drive, but you don't have to worry about pushing it or abusing it, or a lot of these cars, when you do a lot of work and you take them to the edge, you have to worry about so much. And based on the package he recommended, he told me exactly what I could do, what I couldn't do, and it felt good just driving like that, not worrying about limitations or messing anything up. For example, with the tuning, I told him exactly how I like to drive it. So where the power is put in the power band, for example, that has a lot to do with how I drive it. I don't really race, but I love that mid-range power. The burble tune, when it pops on the D-cell, You know, that's a cool thing that he did. How the cam lopes, the whole deal was customized how I wanted it, not just basic job, here you go, and you know, send you out the door. And, you know, watching so many of their videos, seeing the same engine guys work on the engines over and over and over, you know, it gave me confidence that I know exactly who's working on my stuff, what am I getting, and you know, just quality. Originally I wanted the cam, and how my mind works when it comes to the cam, these newer Z06s, you have to, from what I understand, take the whole engine out. So I'm like, well, if we're taking the engine out, you know, I want to get everything that I can get while I'm doing it. So we went ahead and replaced the motor mounts because it is a 16 model. We upgraded the timing chain. Obviously we did the cam. We did new heads, and also went ahead and upgraded the clutch with the new power. And since it's right there, I wanted everything to match up, so we only had to take the motor out once. They guided me step by step, and they selected the right parts for, you know, the power that I want to make and the comfortable as far as how I want to drive, and it worked out well. It's good.
Get my sound audio right now. Dude, Luke.
Hey.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
When are you coming back?
Shoot, that's probably gonna be about a month or two.
A month or two.
Yeah, I got some cooling stuff I want to do. Ask Steven about. We're thinking about porting the supercharger, doing the new lid they got, which looks pretty cool, the new billet lid. So yeah, I'm excited.
Right on, dude.
So I got something to get used to and play with now for more stuff later.
Dude, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, be safe.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Yep.
Later, dude.
Thank you.